And welcome back, everyone. It's Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Mike Pache. Thanks again for joining us, continuing to bring you some of the day's biggest top stories and headlines. One of them, we have been following the latest actions from Homeland Security, putting this out on X, saying that President Trump and Secretary Noam will not back down from their mission to make America safe again. North Carolina sanctuary politicians are protecting the nearly 1,400 criminal illegal aliens in Charlotte's jails by refusing to turn them over to ICE, ultimately releasing those monsters into North Carolina's neighborhoods. And all of this comes as the Department of Homeland Security says that Border Patrol arrested more than 130 illegal immigrants in Charlotte, North Carolina over the weekend. The feds say that it's part of their latest immigration operation targeting violent criminal illegal aliens known as Charlotte's Web. And right now, we want to keep you in Charlotte. And let's bring in right now Fox News' Chelsea Torres with a breakdown. And what we're seeing it sounds similar to what Chicago just went through.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. You know, DHS says that this crackdown here in Charlotte is what their promise is to keep Americans safe. And officials say that federal agents actually arrested 80 illegal immigrants just on Saturday alone. And when we look at some of these arrests, officials say that some had prior criminal records like known gang membership, aggravated assault, even illegal reentry after prior deportation. Now, the Department of Homeland Security and Border Patrol agents made arrests outside of businesses, near grocery stores, even near a church. And DHS says that their operation targets criminal illegal aliens who came to North Carolina because, quote, sanctuary politicians would protect them.
Charlotte, over a period of years, had over 1,400 immigration retainers that they failed to honor. They're not going just to ignore immigration law. If you came across the border illegally, you are subject to obviously being picked up and then eventually removed.
Now, some local leaders are opposed to the federal response. City and county officials here say Border Patrol's presence in Charlotte is causing unnecessary fear and uncertainty. Even local faith leaders are also speaking out against the operation. One pastor tells me that they're seeing half as many people at their church service, and some families are too scared to leave their homes.
So I'd like to encourage us all to be the best version of ourselves, and we can follow orders and do what the law demands, but do it in a way with dignity and with just basic humanity.
And even other local faith-based leaders that I've been talking to kind of echo the same concerns. One pastor was telling me that some parents were reaching out to him because they were too afraid to take their kids to school today, afraid of being profiled by federal agents. And I'll tell you, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system here has announced that there are over 20,000 students were absent from school today. Mike.
See how it all shakes out. Chelsea Torres, thanks so much for joining us on Live Now from Fox. We always appreciate the updates all on Live Now. We want to keep you in Charlotte for more updates here on Operation Charlotte's Web. Let's listen in.
The Trump administration shifting the focus of its immigration crackdown to Charlotte, North Carolina. Border Patrol agents have conducted 200 arrests so far in a campaign dubbed Operation Charlotte's Web.
ICE is doing a public safety mission, and these are the people that people should want out of their neighborhoods.
DHS says it's a dangerous operation, sharing this video of a vehicle that allegedly tried to ram into Border Patrol agents over the weekend. But many Charlotte residents say their tactics are excessive and accuse officers of racially profiling. One man, a Honduran-born U.S. citizen, says agents smashed his window and pulled him from his car, though DHS says he was acting erratically and ignored officers' instructions.
They threw me to the ground, and while they were struggling with me, I said, "Hey, I gave you my papers 5 minutes ago. I'm an American citizen."
While DHS says it's targeting violent criminals, local officials point out that crime has been on the decline in recent years.
This is not making us safer. It's stoking fear and dividing our community.
Hundreds gathered Saturday to protest. They say immigrants have become afraid to leave their homes.
Not going out, they're having their kids who are citizens go and pick up their clothes and food for them. It's terrifying.
North Carolina's governor is urging residents to stay peaceful in any encounter with immigration officers. In Charlotte, North Carolina, Madison Scarpino, Fox News.
All right, Madison, thanks for those updates.